Well, good morning, everyone. Uh, Today, uh, this is a review about Sprint service. I moved from AT&T because these people they promised me everything like unlimited data, unlimited text and talk, and blah blah blah. Well, probably you guys already know about this issue because I was researching on the internet. There's a gazillion complaints about Sprint service. Well, I did try like every one of you guys to make them understand that they needed to either cancel, allow us to cancel the service without getting charged the ETF, which is the early termination fee. Every single call that I did, it took times, long time. In fact, at one point at one store, the manager of the store he actually called the police on me because he says that I was coming too rowdy and that I wasn't being, as they say, reasonable. When and my complaint was that they claim to have unlimited data. I barely am able to connect to 3G, 4G. It's very very rarely when I get connected, and only for very very short periods of times. I have 3 phones on my services. On my contract. It got to a point that I even got sick, and I wound up in a hospital because I got so mad because of these horrible service with Sprint. I personally, if you're thinking about switching to Sprint, I will tell you not to. It's your choice. When I try it, fine, but I definitely will not recommend Sprint. I tried other carriers such as Verizon, AT&T, Boost Mobile, but I'm not going to talk about them. I have certain issues with each one of them, but the worst of all, when it comes to connectivity on data, Sprint is the worst. My contract will expire in about a couple weeks from now. So like I said, I decided to leave through my contract. As soon as I'm done with my contract, I'm moving over to another carrier. The service is so bad with Sprint that I told them that I can't even get phone calls at home, and I live in a metropolitan area, which there's should be their coverage map says they should be like excellent coverage. Well, guess what? I don't. They did offer me a box. It's called a airway box, something that you hook up to your internet service, and when you get home, you're supposed to receive your phone calls. Yeah, that kind of solved a little bit of the problem, but that kind of sucks because if I walk away from home, let's say I go to my next door neighbor, I can't receive phone calls because I'm away from my airway box. Okay, so I think a cell phone, it should be something that you can receive phone calls without adding in any other stuff at home. I had the same issue with not receiving calls with Verizon, but that was a long time ago. But I've heard that their service is superb now. But like I said, it's been years since I've been with Verizon, so I cannot comment very, on Verizon until I try them again. Which, in fact, I'm not moving to Verizon at this point. Uh, but viewers, if you are going to switch to Sprint, doesn't matter which area you live, research on YouTube, type it in as Sprint service review, and you'll find a ton of complaints. It doesn't matter whether you live in a metropolitan area where there's millions of people, or if you live in a rural area where there's few people. Sprint will always have an excuse saying that we are upgrading our towers, or some kind of a BS. So be aware, Sprint, it's not the way to go. Then again, this is a true. If you guys have any doubt, you might say, well, you have a cheap phone. When I moved to Sprint, I got one of their best phones at the time, which is it's a Galaxy S2. I know for 2 years later it's an outdated phone. Um, in fact, my coworker, he tried them with the Galaxy S4, and he had the same issues as I'm having with the Galaxy S2. Um, so that's all I have to say. I hope this review helps out. Like I said, if you plan to move to Sprint, there are better options out there, because nowadays they have these other companies with prepaid plans, and average probably be saving some money, without having been tied to a 2-year contract. The downside is you have to buy the phone, but there are plenty of places that you can buy your brand new phones, at much lower prices. You can try eBay, Amazon. There's in fact, there's a coworker that he actually purchased a unlocked phone that he can use on any carrier worldwide. I think it was a Galaxy S4, and he has a dual SIM card, and he only paid $200, and the shipping was free. I don't know if that's still available or not, but I am looking to something like that. So thank you for watching, and I'll tell you about it when I move to my next carrier, see if I am having the same issues or if I've had better service. Thank you.